talk about the president's first 100 days. Obviously, he has gotten through a lot that he has made part of his campaign promises. Some would say that he was working at a record pace. So talk to me about some of the major highlights for you that you would say have benefited the American people.
Well, the president has been relentless over the past 100 days working to get his agenda done. And certainly the border security is number one. As someone who represents a rural part of California, the Central Valley, it is real for us when you talk about fentanyl, when you talk about human trafficking. So the fact that the border has become even more secure than we've even imagined is a tremendous step forward. And then, of course, I represent an area that is the food production capital of California and the energy production capital of California. So making America energy dominant, this is critical for us. And of course, supporting water infrastructure and allowing water to flow. And today, the announcement of increasing allocations to our farms and to our communities, that's critical. So, all those are some of the others, some of the big ticket items, bringing manufacturing back to America. Hopefully we can take advantage of that in California. Our supply chain is certainly at risk. We need a more resilient supply chain. We can't have 70 to 80% of our critical areas that we need to function as an economy reliant on China. So we need to bring all of that back, and I think the president is certainly highlighting that.
Now, even though the president has hit some of those highlights that you're talking about, polling does say otherwise when it comes to his popularity. Right now, when we get his polling units, Fox News' latest poll, 44% popularity among the American people. That's compared to the past 5 terms of presidents. That's including his first term. So despite the actions that he's taken, that many you and your colleagues have said have been beneficial for the U.S., why is it that we're still seeing low popularity?
Well, we're undoing a lot of damage from the 4 years under the Biden-Harris administration. I mean, we didn't get into these problems overnight, and it's going to take a tremendous amount of effort and time. The president has hit the ground running to address these issues head on. I get the question all the time: how do you prioritize a lot of the crises and the challenges facing our state, facing our country? And we have to deal with all of these things in real time. And the president is tackling them. He's not afraid of tough decisions. But again, I think when we entered into this new administration, when we looked back at under President Biden, the damage that occurred was even greater than we thought. And so the President Trump is tackling these challenges, and we are working alongside him to deliver real results.
Now, experts have said that the reason that the president has worked so fast in the first 100 days is because he's looking towards the midterm elections. He's trying to make sure that House Republicans and Senate Republicans are able to stay in office after the support that they've provided him. However, a lot of the action that the president has taken has been his pen to paper. It's been a lot of his executive orders, 120 in just the first 100 days. Meanwhile, in Congress, we've only seen a total of 5 legislative items get to the president's desk. And so, considering that, what bill or legislation or major issue are your constituents concerned about that they want to see Congress take action on before 2026?
Well, we're working hand in hand with the president. I think that's the one thing I think the media just kind of doesn't see on a day-to-day basis. We are working with the White House. We're meeting with the White House. A lot of his executive orders are in conjunction with what we're doing. We're certainly working through the reconciliation process. When we talk about extending his tax cuts, making that permanent, that's something that we're working with. The border security is with reconciliation, expanding energy permitting, investing in water infrastructure. All of those things are moving through the reconciliation process. Certainly, he's moving with haste with his executive orders. We're going to come alongside the White House and make a lot of those executive orders permanent. So a lot of these things, if not everything, is in conjunction with each other. So I would respectfully say that that is inaccurate to say that the White House is doing something separate from what the House and the Senate is doing. We make policy in the world of politics. And so certainly everyone has that political frame, but we are trying to execute and deliver results for the American people as quickly as possible. And so the first 100 days is certainly one benchmark, but we have a lot of work to do. And so we're going to work continuously through the first 2 years, these next 2 years, and of course the next 4.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.